just give all of you a perspective of how this journey has been for me and how Vic has played such an important role in my life with whatever I'm doing right now today.
And remember, momentum breeds momentum, right? Success breeds success, just like money breeds more money, just like poverty breeds more poverty. We live in an age where it's easier for anybody to succeed when you understand what age and how, where wealth is kind of a hiding at. The wealth right now is we're in an age of collaboration and communities. Gary, take a look at Gary, amazing guy, right? But he used to talk about what? Facebook. Okay, great. Then Facebook is like engagement dropping. All right, everybody go to Insta. All right. For him, it's easy because he's got a following on Facebook. He tells his following to go follow him on Instagram. It's easy. But for somebody who's just starting out or doesn't have a lot of following, it's nearly impossible because you have to start from scratch.
Now it's been an amazing journey. We are 27 months into the game. You can see Vic there. And Vic, just want to tell you, just hit the 2 million mark. And it's been more than the money journey, Vic. It's been, heartwarming stories, more than 100 success stories of people who have done over $5,000 implementing this model, and all attribute and all gratitude to you, Vic, for really making this happen, sitting wherever you are. And now we are creating a revolution in India thanks to you.
Say, bro, I remember it was like yesterday. How long ago was that? Was it like it must have been like 2.5 years ago or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That you flew out
2018, 2018 June.
Yeah. Man, what a journey. When Sid texts me, Sid is like, Sid and I, we don't talk a lot, do we, Sid? Like,
no, it's just
you're busy doing your thing here. We're busy doing our thing here. But when Sid texts me, I answer. You know what? You know why? Because I respect this man right here. So you guys give a great virtual applause for your leader, Sid. This man is he cares about you.
Amazing, Vic. Vic, I had actually thought about a few ideas on behalf of the community, and then we can get into questions. So the first question I had, Vic, is if somebody's starting from the scratch, they're from ground zero, what are the initial or the basic systems they need to have mandatory, to really move forward and launch? And what advice would you give for people who are just starting?
Somebody is just getting started. Okay, so somebody don't have any technology, nothing yet, right?
Yes.
What I would do, what are they selling?
Most of the people in our community are selling products and coaching. Okay. Information products and coaching.
What you guys can do is get yourself right now. I mean, we're gonna have eStage, and you guys will be able to access eStage. But for now, there are some great not the autoresponders, but the page builders out there. There's ClickFunnels, there is Lead Pages, there is Kajabi, and all these other things. Create yourself a simple landing page, right? Create yourself a simple landing page. Offer something for free, piece of value, piece of content. This thing right here, okay? Offer something for free. Get people to register to get it, and then deliver that thing in the form of either a video or a Zoom call. So what I would do is, if you're selling something, I would so initially this is how I started out. I was selling somebody else's product. I did not have a product. I was selling somebody else's product, and everybody else was selling that product. So I was competing with people. So what I've done is I created myself a landing page that was unique to me with my message on it. And I said, register over here, and I'm going to teach you this thing right here. Okay. So when people registered, I deliver the training, but when they register, they become, they get onto your list. So what you need at the minimum is you need some sort of a page builder that you can build a landing page with, and then a simple autoresponder that you can get for as low as $20 or $25 a month or something like that. Okay. That's about it. Okay. And you get people to that page. How do you get people? Social media for free, start making some posts, maybe do some videos, post on YouTube, optimize it. Sid can probably teach you. You'll get 5 subscribers or 10 subscribers, right? That will opt in, and they'll be on your list. Email those 5 subscribers, get them like on a Zoom call, every Friday, or I would recommend you guys do this once a week. Do some sort of a live interaction with your people once a week. Okay. Ideally, it would be great if you could be on video, just like this. Okay, just like Sid is doing. Zoom, you can create a free account on Zoom. I don't think you have to pay for Zoom for like a smaller room, right, Sid? Okay, so and then you just email your 5 people on your list initially, or 10 people on your list, and you say, hey guys, jump on this Zoom call. It's free of charge. As a matter of fact, leave your wallet in a different room. We're gonna talk about whatever we want to talk about in that call. Do not sell them anything. Just deliver value. On that Zoom call with your 5 people, you'd be like, what you do is you identify one thing that you can deliver as a form of a value, right? Deliver one thing that would be somehow attached to the thing that you're selling. So whatever you're passionate about, you probably have a product to sell around that thing, hopefully, right? So that product could be yours or somebody else's product. If you're just getting started initially, you might not have your own product. But whatever that product, whatever the result that product promises, you talk about the result indirect of the product, if that makes sense. Okay, so you deliver that value, and then you ask people questions. Be like, okay, what do you guys want to know about? And then whatever you're learning, let's say if you are in the online space, whatever you're learning from Sid, okay, kind of teach what you learn, because there is no such thing as like original ideas. Everybody, it's like there is no such thing as like original idea anymore, right? It just ideas presented better, and with your own style or with your own twist. So you can present the same ideas that you're learning from Sid. These are sound ideas, but you have your own style, your own way of presenting them, your own tone of voice, your own personality, your own gestures, your own way of saying things, and metaphors and stuff like that. What you do is you'll start to serve those 5 people or 10 people, and you do it regularly on a weekly basis, and just watch what's going to happen, guys. You will ignite a fire within that, and you'll have 1 sale, and then and then you'll have 2 sales, and then you'll have somebody get a result, and that's how you start. That's really that simple. So you might not have a hub initially, you might not have this whole sales process, but if you just start with delivering value, that's what I did. I did it with teleconferences initially. I would run a free ad on Craigslist here in the United States. It's not working anymore but right now it's even easier because now we got social media. I ran like an ad. I did a post, ran an ad. I got like 20 people subscribed to my email list. I emailed them. I'm like, hey guys, get on this teleconference call. I'm gonna give you just my way of saying thank you for being on my list. I want to serve you. 3 people showed up, and I talked to them, about the stuff that they were interested about, which is how do I market. And I just said, hey, I just ran an ad on Craigslist at that time. That's what I did, and I've got 30 subscribers. I didn't tell them that they were my 31st subscribers ever. I just said, hey, I just ran an ad. I got 30 subscribers. Right? Here's how I did it. I ran an ad. Here's what it said. I got me 30 subscribers. Hey, I don't know. Try it out for yourself. That's literally what I said. I didn't try to pitch. I didn't try to, pretend like I was a guru or something like that. I was just like, hey, I just did this thing. It worked. Here's what I've got. Try it for yourself. That's it. 15-minute call, And people are like, oh, thank you, Vic. Wow. And then somebody else tried. And then somebody else was like, hey, man, I got 15 leads. I've got 40 leads. All right, now you have something to talk about. See what I'm saying? And so you engineer this momentum, and then remember, momentum breeds momentum, right? Success breeds success, just like money breeds more money, just like poverty breeds more poverty. Okay. Somebody says, you made it sound so easy. It is really that easy. Yeah.
In fact, Vic, I did the same thing. I would watch your videos. I would go through it multiple times. I would make all those notes, and then I would put that into mind maps. And then I would just share it with my own flavor and my own twist. And a few things happened in that process, because when I was sharing it, I got more and more aware of how I need to implement it the right way. So that was reinforced learning. And then I just started to get better and better by just implementing what you said. So it's as simple as like the learn, do, teach formula. So that's a great tip, Vic. Yeah.
Right.
So next question, Vic, is more to do with people who are already now scaling. There's a good segment in our society, in our community now, of people who are making like $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, like a lot of them. And can you give us some tips on how do you manage teams, and at what point do you outsource, and how do you how do you scale with teams? Like how is your structure right now in your team structure?
Yeah, so we are 4% is a very nimble company. We're not a big huge in terms of like team. So all of our people work remotely, and it's a good thing, especially now, where we don't have to all congregate in the same office or anything like that. Even though we have a big office here, but it's more of like a studio production thing for me, where I do all the recording stuff, right? So our team consists. Okay, I'll tell you how I started scaling. My first thing that I focused on was getting somebody to help me with customer support. Um, Design and developers, these are important, but that's like nowadays, if you have ClickFunnels, you don't really need a designer or developer. Like each stage we're building, you will not need to hire designers, developers. When I got started, I needed to hire a designer and I needed to hire a developer. That was expensive stuff. Right now, you don't have to do that. So what the thing that really helped me, guys, right? As you start getting more people onto your list, you need to be in your right zone, right? So you need to stay in a creative lane. So when you have people coming to you, not everybody's going to be, it's not going to be peaches and roses, because you might have some people that are coming into your list and they might be grumpy, they might have a bad day, they might be, they might think that everything is a scam and you're trying to scam them or whatever. So when you send out an email, right, and then people reply to the email or that kind of stuff, if you manage all of that yourself, okay, you see the good, the bad, the ugly, the cussing, the good people and bad people. You said, what I'm talking about, right? Not
Yes.
everybody's going to love you. Not everybody. And that's okay. That's totally okay, because everybody's different. Everybody lives and has, and have different realities that they're experiencing. So they're trying to bring it up, bring that over to you. So the sooner you can disconnect yourself from answering your emails and answering your customer support inquiries, the better it will be for you. Okay? Because subconsciously, you have a lot of people that will be, sending you good things, but then you'll have those 3 or 4 people that will send you like, a hate mail or something like that, and it's gonna mess up with your thinking, and so therefore it will mess you up emotionally, right? And then get you derailed from your creative zone. I do not pay attention to any of the customer service stuff unless it's something that gets escalated to me. So my first thing that was really important, one of the best things that I was able to do for myself in my early days, is to bring a person who would answer my emails, customer support emails. I just brought one person in. I, explained to him what I was doing, and I just said, hey, just answer these emails. And I taught him. I worked with him, through a few of them until he got a hang of it. And then he was doing it full time, and I'm like, dude, this is so good, because now I don't have to pay attention to what's going on over there. I can just stay in my creative zone. Does that make sense? So that will really help you. If you do nothing else in terms of scaling, if you're just now starting to get traction, you want to go to the next level, disconnect yourself from customer support. Okay, disconnect yourself from customer support. Get somebody else to do it. It will help you big time. So our team right now, our structure, we have a we're a bigger company, but we're very nimble. So we have a customer support team. We have about 20 something people, I think, in customer support team. We have a design team, designers, where we design things, and obviously for a company, we have a developers team. We have a team that manages our servers, because we run as a company. And then let's see, we got a legal team, accounting team. That's about it. And I've got me. So I'm the creative guy, right? I like, everybody stays in their lanes. So my job is, I'm the idea guy, and I'm this guy. I'm the passion guy, right? So that's, you see Vic presenting, talking ideas, moving things forward. But then we've got teams to handle whatever departments that we need to handle properly. And I'm not like, everybody stays in their own lane, and that's it. And it works out beautifully. So that way, you don't have to have you don't have to take care of everything yourself.
Amazing, Vic. I've noted that. Customer support, design, development, servers, legal, and accounting. At what stage did you had to bring in legal into this? And now many people are building their hubs. Now they're starting off building it on Teachable, and then now once eStage launches, we'll be looking at that platform. At what stage should we really be looking into legal, and what should we keep in mind now with all the policies and regulatory bodies are looking at influencers and things like that? Any thoughts on that?
Once you start getting into money, I mean, if you're at 10K a month, I don't think that is that important yet. But I think once you start to go over, again, your country might be a little different. I'm not sure what the implications there are. But I tell you, for us, I started to really find a need for a legal team once you get up to like 50,000 a month,
Yeah.
or so. Then and now and the legal team is your defense team, right? So
Okay.
offense is like marketing and all these other things that we push. We create. That's the creative side. Legal is part of your defense, right? Because sometimes things will happen when people see that you're making money, they want to take it away from you, right? So you need to be prepared for that. So just have, just kind of keep that in mind as you scale and grow. I think probably 50,000 and above. That's when you really start thinking about having a legal person that you can consult with if anything comes up. Contracts, if you got contracts that you need to run through them. And I've learned some stuff the hard way. So I'm just telling you that, yeah.
Awesome. And Vic, like on the personal finance, the system that you've given us, the TWCGOs, is phenomenal. A lot of people are following that. How many of you here are following the TWCGO? Just type TWCGO.
Oh, you guys do that thing?
Yeah, we have a lot of people following that. Yes. And so that's on the personal finances. On the business financial systems, like, do you have anything to share on how do you, like from the moment it hits probably your account, and how do you really manage it with your auditor, your accounts? And is there any tips that you want to give us? Because there are some people in our community who are making good money, and maybe a few pointers can help on how do you structure the business side. Personal side is you've got your formula. Yeah.
So RTWCGO is actually a business structure for us too. So we literally run that on a business structure as well. But you can massage that. So you can have categories. You can have a category for marketing. You can set aside a category for legal, for example. If you have a legal person on staff, that's on the on a monthly retainer with you there. So whatever departments matter for you, you can allocate that to your business. Tax is really important as well.
Yes.
We have an accounting team, so accounting handles that, but we do run the RTWCGO model. The category is a little bit different for there, but we also have, for business, we do have a charity account that's important for us. Just like on a personal, we do that on a business as well.
Nice.
We do have a wealth account for business as well. That's good because, as your business grows, opportunities come along. And so wealth, maybe you want to acquire somebody, maybe you want to buy some things. So that's important for us. Obviously, marketing is important. So you got to have money for ads, right?
Yes.
And then, your payroll and all these other things. So similar model, just different categories, but very, very similar model. Yeah.
Perfect. Great, Vic. So you've got all of that stuff. So yeah, initially, I think your that whole concept, systems work, people fail, and you've actually given us a beautiful structure now on, traffic system, content system, conversion system, scalability systems, and now we're looking even into the company's structures, team and financial system. So Vic, what I've been actually telling the community members is also about the different eras of internet marketing. So the first phase was all about the long form, long copy sales letters, and we had the funnels that came in. And then now we're moving to the next, which is the ecosystem. And you've been talking about this for 2-3 years, and now it's actually, we're seeing this happen. And I've been telling all the members of the community, the more you build your ecosystems, the more they can have control over their own platform. Then this is the logical next thing would be to have branded partnerships and branded alliances. So do you have anything to share on that vision? Again, I learned this from you. Where do you see things going when we have many hubs like this, many communities coming together, and where do you see things moving this? Like, anything you want to share on that?
Yeah, we're in a, there have been, and I talk about this in the 7 steps. If you guys go through 7 steps, I talk about the game plan step. So there are different eras. If you look through the history, right? There was an era of the agriculture era where people who owned the land, were the wealthiest people. So wealth was rooted in you owning the land. So like The Secret, very few who owned the land, they were the wealthiest, right? Everybody else kind of worked for that person. Then there was an era of the different eras of life, right? And so
yes,
and it went from technology eras with the big techno boom. There was the information era, information entertainment age, and then there is right now the age that we live in right now, present time. When you understand this, and again I talk about all this and walk you through that in the 7 steps to freedom game plan step. we live in an age where it's easier for anybody to succeed when you understand what age and how, where wealth is kind of a hiding at. The wealth right now is in, we're in an age of collaboration, and communities. Okay, so this is where the hub. So the
Yes.
secret is hiding in you having your hub, because when you have your hub, now you don't have to create a product. Now you can partner with a company that's $1 billion company or multi-million-dollar company that has products, and you can collaborate with them. So we live in the age of collaboration and hub. Okay, a hub is your kind of a magic ingredient here with all this thing, because when you have this, you can plug in different things. You can set up multiple streams of income. You can disseminate information. And so when you build around that, the future of business is going to be that. So and very, very few people are doing this. So you guys have heard guys like, I don't know, have you guys follow some of the US kind of a social media gurus out there? You got the Gary Vaynerchuks of the world.
We follow.
The
A lot of them are following.
Grant Cardones and all these other guys.
Yes.
It used to be, right, Gary. Take a look at Gary. Amazing guy, right? But he used to talk about what? Facebook. Okay, great. Then Facebook is like engagement dropping. All right, everybody go to Insta. All right. For him, it's easy because he's got a following on Facebook. He tells his following to go follow him on Instagram. It's easy. But for somebody who's just like, starting out or doesn't have a lot of following, it's nearly impossible, because you have to start from scratch and you always depend on an algorithm of a platform. And then he's like, well, there's no engagement on Instagram right now. Everybody go to TikTok. TikTok. Okay. And everybody's like, oh my goodness, TikTok is the thing. So people are like going frantically, don't even know but it's craziness, right? So now what is he talking about? Text me, right? You guys seen him? Text me, text this number, text me number. Why? Because he's trying to build his community. Okay. Now watch what's going to happen. I think is he's going to go into something like this, because texting is important. But what are you going to do with text? You can't, you have to channel people somewhere, right? Now, for him, it might be a little bit different, but a community is where it's at. So all of these gurus now, and I've been talking about this for, last 10 years, right?
Yes.
Community is where the puck is going, you guys. Okay. And now we're just now starting to see this shift on a more of a massive, more scaled version of it, with the gurus talking about it and the influencers starting talking about it. And now you see all these influencers. Community.com becomes really, really popular, at least in the United States, texting community, because people now understand that, hey, if I just depend on a social platform, I'm in the mercy of their algorithm and I can't even reach my people there. So I need to have something that's going to give me a little bit more control. Make sense? Nothing gives you more control than having your own hub where people can log into, where you can deliver your value, where you can collaborate with them, you can talk to them, and nobody can touch it. Yes. Nobody can touch it. It's in your full control. This is the future, you guys, okay?
Phenomenal. Vic, thank you so much for your time. I know you're really busy. You've been in the midst of all these projects, and really from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the kind of impact that you've created in my life, and now it's going to so many others. And we are with you all the way. We're there to go through every single step of your vision. And I still remember that one of the first videos of the 4% challenge, you'd say, you shared your vision of helping 1 million people, live the lifestyle of freedom and live a life of purpose. When I was listening to that video, I just thought, okay, I'm one of those 1 million people in your tribe, and I will do my best. So thank you, Vic. It's been a great journey, and I'm looking forward to more alliances with the 4%, with the Internet Lifestyle Hub together to create a
look, you're like a prime example, and it's always an honor to hang out with you guys. I'm always looking forward to hang out with your group. Your group is amazing. You guys are awesome. Guys, Sid is your prime example. One person can change a world, right? We know some people that change the world, right? From Elon Musk to Jeff Bezos to Mother Teresa's to Oprah's and so forth and so on. One mentor can change a life, right? So look at Sid. One guy, look how many people he impacted already, and he's just getting started, right? That person can be you. Right? That person can be you. Don't take this stuff lightly. Don't think this is for somebody else. This is for you. All right. And it's your duty. It's your right to make your impact, because that's what you're here for. So you guys, I appreciate you. You're awesome. Thank you, Sid, for inviting me.
Thank you, Vic.
And I wish you guys all the absolute best. And remember, success is easy.